I'm just kidding, everybody. Let's get this show started. Empire of Excellence, Season 2, Episode 2, now with Dog Turd. Let's go. I don't know how we got here. Live? And the answer is sometimes yes. We can be live only if the internet and the TV allow us to be live. So here we are in the studio, and we have a special guest tonight, and his name is Dog Turd. So let me show you this man, Dog Turd. And then we'll get to the drinking rules for the night. This is my friend Dog Turd, Michael Stover. Hello. Say something in the mic so we know the microphone works.
Mic check.
Ooh, yes, a mic check for my microphone. All right, here's the drinking rules for the night. Let's go over to the drinking game. Technical error. Drink. Wrong cam switch. Drink. Someone says, whoa. Drink. Someone says, Dog Turd, drink, and the CRT TV does something cursed. You must drink. Okay, here we go. It's real simple tonight. All right. Ooh, he's gone, and we lost him. He is gone. But here's the real host of the show. It's me. All right, everybody. As you can see, I got my Mechagodzilla hat on. I made this at Moogfest for Moogfest 2012, and I pranced around as Mechagodzilla. And I was interviewed by some strange French magazine, and apparently I was a big hit in France. But
Have you seen the article?
No.
Internet. You have to find
well,
that
yeah,
for the Empire.
Maybe embellish that story a little more, but I was interviewed by a French magazine, and they told me I would be in a magazine. And
no, it's out there. I refuse to believe that. It
is out there. The truth is out there. So, Michael Stover, you've been playing music for how long?
Who?
Oh, sorry, Dog Turd. Sorry, Dog is Turdus. I will address you now as your proper name, Dog Turd.
The question was how long I've been playing music?
Yes.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know.
I met you. So you're a great friend of Blake's, and Blake is a great friend of mine.
As long as I've known him, I've been playing music, which is I've known him since we were wee children.
Yeah, it must have been a long time then. You guys come from the same area, Clover Hill area, Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, of course.
Mm-hmm.
How much has the area influenced your writing? Not at all.
A lot.
maybe a little.
A whole lot.
Maybe just a little bit. Well,
no, I don't know. Yeah, a lot actually.
Well, before we bore people with my horrible questions, and that's usually why I have a co-host like Trevor or Blake or somebody.
Man, I like your questions.
I got some terrible
Keep
questions.
the questions coming.
I'll ask you some good questions, but I really want to hear you play some music while we got a good crowd here. We got 23 people right now, and the more I talk, the numbers go down. Michael Stover, you want to play us 3 songs, and I'll ask you some more questions, and we'll get to the real meat of this show.
Okay.
Michael, I'm sorry, it's Dog Turd. It's not Michael Stover. I'm very sorry, everybody.
Yeah, it's Dog Turd. Sing an ode to the tire pie. Well, the devil jumped up in Virginia, took me down to hell. Said if you wish you're home to see my story, you will tell. I know you love that valley, your misty emerald dale. But if you'll make this deal with me, you'll be back in just a spell. And he said, what I have to say is more or less a confession. Come a long way since my day of profession as trickster in charge of that garden where Adam met Eve. You know, I raised them as my own, despite what you may have heard. They'd been left to die alone by a cruel and thoughtless world, but I wanted for them like you'd want for you and yours. And they grew frightened one night by the heavens up above, and like any caring parent I reassured them of my love. But that night, for some reason, I told them more about a disputed myth among my kind, one I happen to believe, but that's for a different time. History bears true, they should never have been told. All I wanted then was to ease those fears, but certain names aren't meant for certain ears, and I regret now ever telling them of the one named God. Yes, I regret now ever telling them of the one named God. Things were over almost as soon as they began. Men twisted the story, and then the story twisted man, and evil arose thusly only in and in spite of that name. Yeah, evil arose thusly only in and in spite of the name. Yeah, evil arose thusly only in and in spite of that name. Yeah, evil arose thusly only in and in spite of the name. And now you know my story, and it's not quite as you'd read. You must return to that world above and sing of what I said. 'Cause your time, it's surely nearing. One can never really tell. But that's one deal you you'd best not break if you plan on staying out of hell. Thank you. Sometimes I hear velvet voices, sometimes voices wrapped in razor wire. Mostly they don't second guess my choices. Sometimes I know I hear the angel choir. Sometimes I'm sure I hear an angel choir. Long ago I took a wrong turn. After that, I've never once looked back. But I worked harder than most folks would call sane. Getting that monkey to climb up on my back. Teaching that monkey to climb up on my back. I died 1,000 times, 1,000 different ways. If I could hit rewind and relive all the days, I'd come right back here. I'd come right back here. I'll be right back here. And I know there ain't a reason, just like I'm certain that there's no way out. Just like I'm certain we were made for this. Just like there's never really been a doubt. Just like there's never been one single doubt. That I died 1,000 times, 1,000 different ways. And if I could hit rewind and relive all the days, and I'd come right back here. I'd come right back here. I'll be right back here. times, 1,000 different ways, and I'd come right back here. I'd come right back here on season 2, episode 2 of the Empire of Excellence. I'd come right back here, right back here. Those were longer than I meant. Do you still want me to do a third? You want me to do
Absolutely.
Right now?
Please do a third. Yes, sir. We have the time for it.
We have room
and,
for a third.
Oh, yeah. I started late, too, so that's okay. As long as we don't cut into 9:30, the Cody Henry Show. We're getting claps. If you can see up here.
Oh, thank you, kind people.
We got the Zoom call
Appreciate
up there
that.
for our
That's
next
really
guest.
kind of you.
But we have a lot of viewers, a lot of love in the chats, loving this gem of a guitar. Blake says you need to clean that guitar up.
He's
Everyone's
just jealous. Blake wanted to buy this guitar. He was going to take out a loan,
Oh yeah.
but it was a good idea that he didn't do those things. But I bought it.
Greg Gannon says so amazing, love this song. Jesse Young says love this. Mackenzie Sharp says I'm fitting to curl up. And Frederick Bowman, another local, says no green beams, please. And there's a lot of love here. Oh Lord, sorry, I just. Mackenzie Sharp says holy fuck. Hold on to your butts, says Gannon. A lot of love here, man. You're getting so much love here.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, go ahead, play
Very
another
sweet.
song. I'll talk to you about some questions. If you guys have questions, put them in the comments, and I'll ask our guest. Without further ado, more Dog Turd. I just said Dog Turd drink.
Oh my darling, oh my sweet honey pie. Hear that lonesome whistle coming by. Hear that whistle come on down the line. Darling rides that evening train, stays a week, goes back again. She and me don't waste a lick of time. She's my darling, looking mighty fine. Here's my darling, looking mighty fine. Going out, it's Friday night, staying till that early light. Don't know where we're landing in the end. She's my darling, she's my finest friend. 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 Oh my darling, oh my sweet honey pie. Hear that lonesome whistle coming by. Hear that whistle come on down the line.
Here we are. We're back in the studio. Excellent. I need to check something really quick. That was Dog Turd. I said Dog Turd, so drink. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Oops. Okay. Yes. Okay. Everything's in order. I just have to make sure things are running fine. Okay. So that's Dog Turd, my friend from Harrisonburg, from Rockingham, from Clover Hill area. We got some questions from the audience, and I'll give you a couple seconds. And here we go. Let me throw these questions at you. I'm going to flip back and forth, and then we'll get to. Oh yes, for you, my friend. In Crab Action, they're itching to send some green beams at us. They're itching to do some connivery. But let's see here.
Yo, does Crab Action attack this show?
They last season they attacked the Earth. They blew it up, and then our Golden Boy actually with his golden cod piece blocked the green beams, absorbed them, and then Crab Action took off with our booze.
What happens to the green beams when he absorbs them in the cod piece? They go. What happens? What happens?
Well, we don't know. The Golden Boy, since we saw him on season 1, episode 2, the Golden Boy, he's been missing. We haven't seen him since, but we received a very
probably
strange
because he's
message.
dealing with that cod piece full of green beams, dude.
It's a cod full of beams, man. And you know what? We're trying to find our Golden Boy. We asked.
I feel like your production team should have warned me of the danger involved in this show. I didn't know that I would be imperiling myself.
Yeah, we somehow managed to piss off Plutonians, and they
Fuck,
just.
dude.
What do you know, man? Just existing sometimes is enough to piss off some booze fiends like them. But you know, we're a bit of booze fiends ourselves on this show. I saw some questions. One of them was from Crab Action. They said, and I'll direct this question to you. You want some green beams?
Not in my cod piece. Fuck no. Keep your green beams away from my cod piece, Crab Action.
You heard it here, folks. Keep it.
Nat King Cruel, you keep your nasty Nat King hands away from my whatever.
That's right. You heard it here. The answer is no, Nat. Nat, please keep those away from us. I thought I saw a question from somebody, and maybe I totally imagined a question mark. It's mostly exclamation points I'm seeing here. One is you die next. Oh, that's from Crab Action. Excellent. So I have a question for you. I did see questions, and it's hard to scroll.
How can you scroll at a time like this?
I don't know. Too much bandwidth, too much lag. All right, here's a question I really wanted to ask you. And, you know, as I get into my 30s, I'm 33 now, and you're a man who's probably well into his teens at this point.
Yep.
You're a man, you haven't had children of your own, but you married a really wonderful, awesome woman who you play music with. And I met the kids that she has, and they're really cool kids. They're a little bit older kids.
We have.
That you have, exactly. So you came in as a father, and I see that you've really become a really cool, like, role model, and you've still maintained.
Oh, I try. Hard.
You've still maintained like the musician that you are, the cool, calm, collected person that I perceive you as. How has being a father affected your music life?
Damn, dude. Terry Gross up here.
I'm Terry Gross. I don't look like what I sound like.
I have to assume this posture to think about this question. You know, the cliche is that it provides a certain purpose.
And while you're answering, I'm going to do this too.
Yeah, he is doing that. But for anybody who doubts that that's what he's doing, he is. He's still doing it. Yeah, you know. Was it, you know, just music in general? Yeah. Man, that's a hard question. It's pretty encompassing. Me and Mercy play music together. We didn't in the beginning of our relationship. So that's a huge impact. But that's
that is important. That is important.
I haven't written much in a long while, and we haven't, honestly, I haven't played very much music during quarantine and pandemic. I think one thing is it's sort of abstract, and it's could be applied to maybe any artist. It's not so much about the musicianship per se, but there's downtime in life. You're not always making art, and I tend to appreciate the art that I make the most when it is girded by like a lived life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super abstract there.
I see that in your writing, absolutely.
Absolutely. A piece of it, like where the rubber hits the road, I guess would be like that. I don't stress about not always trying to locate the development of my musicianship, because that's like I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But it's good to not have time for that.
Well, it always pours out of you.
And at times it means not really making music for months and months on end.
Yeah.
I know how that goes. But the point being, like, being okay with that, because making the music is sometimes its own sort of therapy, and there are times when it's like it's okay that you don't need that because you're sort of living life.
Absolutely.
And that could be difficult to do as just if you have an overabundance of your own free time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just for simple explanation's sake, I guess.
That was a very beautiful answer from a very beautiful man, whose brain I love.
Man.
I think something that we have not told you about was that we are in the presence of a very supernatural entity, and it is this dang TV in our studio. And you can see our next guests on here, who I hope you will help me interview. But this TV is cursed. But I'd really like to see what kind of shows this TV has on it. So let's take a look. Let's go to let's flip the stations and see what's on this TV. Let me find the right button. I can't find the right button, so I'm gonna have to drink to that because it's the wrong cam switch. Oh my God, we're stuck here on this camera. Where is the trigger for this button? Here it is. Ah!
It's cursed. It's cursed. I get a little bit sinister when I'm in Los Angeles, wrapped high in a fur coat you bought me in Los Feliz, and I picture future crime scenes when you bend down to kiss me, put me on a rock and worship my words, I'll rip, I ain't your fantasy. Lick, wet, check, echo fountain polluted. I thought I'd get you inside. Turns out I am convoluted. Could have been anyone sucking that bit. Still miles from real. See you smile, nod. God, when the fuck did I get here? Lick, wet, check. Thought you were what I wanted. Turned out you're dreaming 23, and fuck, that time was allotted. So now I get a little bit sinister thinking on Los Angeles. Just a hipster following your black shirt down streets of Los Feliz. Dreams are real until you wake up asking, what did I do? Getting told you had it come and solve that crime like Scooby-Doo. Lick, wet, check, stabbings on every corner. I thought I'd fulfill the lie. Turns out I am convoluted. Could have been anyone sucking that bit. Still miles from real. Saw you smile, nod, God, when the fuck did she get here? Lick, wet, check. Now I get what I wanted. Drop my fur coat to the ground. Pick it up, tequila and tonic on your lips now.
Hello, gentle viewers. Today's history lesson is how drunken ground pandas were responsible for the fall of the Roman Empire. That's right. Drunken ground pandas. I had to say it slowly because I know it sounds weird. It's not they're not your traditional panda. They're not ones that just roll around and do absolutely nothing. They actually burrow in the earth and then they come out and they get wasted for some kind of chemical that's underneath the ground. They came out on the battlefield when it was the Roman army versus the Visigoths, but the Visigoths kind of got there a little bit late before that happened. The pandas jumped out of the ground and they started nipping at the heels of all of the horses and stuff. Yeah, that's right. This is true. And then the horses flipped out, so they left the battlefield, leaving the Roman Empire with no cavalry whatsoever. Once the pandas realized they didn't have any more horse hooves to chew on, they started going after the shields of the militia and then rendering their militia pretty much inert. So after that happened, it was pretty easy for the stormtroopers to come in and just mow them all down. Even with their notoriously, famously bad aim, they were still able to subdue the entire Roman army. And then, the Visigoths were there, like I said, but the only thing that they did was just kind of walk by while all of this weird shit was going on. So anyway, that is the history of the fall of the Roman Empire, and it's really, really, really true. I swear to God it is.
We got it all on STF. I want to show this again. Stop it. We know the TV is cursed. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, yes, the TV is cursed. We're back. We're back. Hey, we're back. Okay, we're back. All right. Wow, that TV's got some weird stuff on it. I can't wait to see what kind of weird stuff we see next time on there. Good Lord, can you believe the cosmic radio signals we're getting on this thing and the weird stuff we're seeing? I think, wait a second. I think we're getting a phone call.
I'm waiting.
Hold on. I think we're getting a call. Who could this be?
All right, this is going to be funny.
What's going on here? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yes? What can I do?
Is this, Empire of Pizza Lens?
No, this is Empire of Excellence. We're live now.
We need 69 cheese pizzas.
69 pizzas? That's
Delivered to Pluto. Delivered to Pluto. You guys deliver beer?
What the hell are you talking about? We don't have any of those things here.
We need 420 beers.
Wait a second.
Plus 69 cheese pizzas.
Is this
delivered by
acting,
party time.
Is this crab action? What the heck are you doing? We're in the middle of a show right now, you jerks.
Where's your golden boy now, you losers? Bye.
The audacity of these guys. They know our golden boy's missing. I guess they're still bitter that he absorbed the green beans with his golden cod. Yeah, they'll never get over that one, but A pizza prank call, for God's sake. What year is this? 1993?
Yeah, man. I was afraid of them before, but that's like.
That's a new. Where's the button for the guest? That's a new level of of low. Hey, we got some other guests here, and I hope you help me interview them. So we have Binding Force Development, another Harrisonburg local. They are working on a video game called Let me put the overlay on. It's called Nodrog's Fortress. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thanks, y'all. How you doing?
So who are? Introduce yourselves.
Well, first, we represent 2/3 of Binding Force Development. I'm Chris Hughes, the lead developer, and this is Ethan Tyler, my trusted tester. Salutations.
Whoa.
Salutations. And
Yes, you're both very handsome.
we've got another member of the team, Big City Rob. He's been really doing the heavy lifting tasks of all the development here.
I've heard about him from Tibor.
Anyway, he's the strongest man I know, but that's basically the whole company. But we're developing Nodrog's Fortress. It's a turn-based action sort of role playing. Fantasy battle chess almost. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But before we talk about it more, let's show everybody a demo of Nodrog's Fortress, and then we'll talk to you some more. We got some questions for you. Here we go. The demo. Hey, that's a heck of a demo. That's pretty cool stuff. So, Nodrog's Fortress, I remember walking in on you, always working at the Golden Pony, working over there on several different types of games, and you were working on several games at a time. When did this game conceive?
Well, this game came out of a conversation between the super strong-brained Big City Rob and I about mid-October, and then I just kind of ran with it on the programming standpoint. We've been sort of developing the core game mechanics, and really think we've got something unique and special.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, and it's real fun because it's like each team who has 4 party members, one of which is your Archmage, and then you have 3 support party members. They each team battle off in arenas with hexagonal tiles, and it's pretty exciting. It goes turn by turn, but each each player enters their turn orders simultaneously, and then action just ensues. So you got to be really tactical and try to figure out what they're going to do each turn. You really don't know. It's almost like football, honestly. It's like a football fantasy chess in some ways, with fireballs, lightning, and teleportation, undead,
man.
all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, Ethan can tell you how fun it is. He's probably played more hours. He's the best player in the world right now, and he's waiting for somebody to kind of take him down too.
Wait, tell us what you mean by best player in the world, because you have a leaderboard thing. What's going on there?
Well, yeah.
Tell us how to get involved.
The game is pretty much focused on online PvP. We do have an offline mode called Survival, which is a good way to kind of get your chops up in the game and learn the systems of it. Pretty in depth. I highly recommend our How to Play guide on the website.
Awesome.
MindForceGame.com. Yeah. It's pretty exciting. I hope you. I think.
Get out of here!
My main.
What's going on here? What is this?
Look, the game's great.
God.
Download it, play it. It's called Nodrog's Fortress because the developers are idiots.
Oh my God! It's Big City Rob.
But I'm not here to talk about that.
What? What are
You
you?
want to know why I'm not here to talk about a video game?
What?
Because Big City Rob isn't a nerd.
Oh
Right?
my God.
I'm here to right a wrong, to rectify a historical injustice.
What?
December 2018, the Titus Dude Awards.
What?
You all saw it with your own two eyes. Big City Rob standing in the middle of the Jello pool, arms raised in victory. Dr. Milk. So-called, with his bachelor's degree and a bad haircut, crumpled up in the corner like some tossed-out piece of garbage. Snot, tears, and Jello coming down his face. And thus, it would have remained if it wasn't for that pot-bellied, half-assed, wood-smoked, fire-roasted, barrel-aged piece of trailer park trash, Tibor, sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. Now, I'm going to level with you because Big City Rob is always honest. I don't know where Tibor's nose belongs. I don't even want to have to think about where Tibor's nose belongs. I just know this. It doesn't belong in the business of Big City Rob. Bad enough he had to stink up the joint with his boring commentary and horrifying BO. He had to stick his nose in my business and take what belongs to me. All right? Now, sure, I saw him next year, bested him fair and square in armed combat, but apparently he still has a problem with me. So I say this, Tibor, I'm calling you out. You want to step to Big City Rob, you do it in the pit.
Well, Big City Rob, I hear you loud and clear, but I wonder if Tibor hears you, and I think Tibor even anticipated this. He couldn't be here tonight, but he sent a letter, and we're going to let Dog Turd read this letter to you with his loud, macho voice. Let's hear it.
Hey man.
Listen.
Hey man, I'm just reading the thing. I'm not, I don't want any trouble. Big City Rob, he's kind.
Read the letter. Come on.
I'm gonna read it. But look, man, you guys are like getting me attacked by fucking Plutonians,
Too close to
and
him now.
Big City Rob's gonna whoop my ass for reading Tibor's shitty grammar.
I don't shoot the messengers. It's beneath me.
Okay.
There's honor amongst these guys.
From
What
the
would you
death
know about honor? Shut up,
Robert
read
Blake
the letter.
Kramer.
Who cares?
A.K.A. Tibor, a.k.a. Troutmouth, to whom it may concern, I'm not trying to pick sides here or anything, but you can lead with,
He could have addressed Rob by name, but to whom it may concern, Big City Rob is a weakling of the most milquetoast variety. His attempts to gain purchase in the world of professional wrestling is half-assed at best. He may have come out on top in the Jello and the arena of Sword and Shield, but he is still a Casper Jabroni. I don't know what that means. His attempts to master the video game world are a testament that while Big City Rob is just a small city sob, a poor man's champion. While the game is amazing and hours of fun, it does look amazing and seems like probably hours and hours of fun. Big City Rob couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper sack. I'll let you guys just figure that out for yourselves. I watched him in a jiu-jitsu tournament once and thought to myself, gee, this guy stinks. Me and Ron both decided we were only going to smoke after we win fights. I'm up to 3 packs a day, and he's had the same pack since 1976. Anyways, salutations. I'll be back soon to you, my loves. Robert Blake Kramer, a.k.a. Tibor, a.k.a. Troutmouth. It's fighting words.
That's a big pile of shit I don't want to step in the middle of. I'm going to see where this goes, but I just don't want to be part of this.
Hey, listen, shut up for a second. Listen. Talk is cheap, and if you're as stupid as Tibor is, talk ain't worth a dime. You got something to say it in the pit.
Gang, gang.
Download Nodrog's Fortress.
You heard it here.
You won't be as good as me because you're not as good as me, but you can always try to be better.
Man, damn. Yeah, you heard it here. Nodrog's Fortress.
Friends, man.
Yeah, well,
what the hell?
Well, I didn't know Kurt Jabrograin would be so angry, but hey, let's move on. We got to finish this show up. We're at 9 o'clock. We got to get to the Cody Henry show at 9:30. Guys, we got to end the Zoom call. Thank you for being here tonight, guest. Big City Rob, thank you for taunting my friend Blake. I can't wait to see how this develops on a future episode, perhaps. And in the mayhem it might perhaps lead to. Nodrog's Fortress, please click on the link, download it. It's free. If you want to know how to play it, check out the website. We got to go and play some more. Dog Turd, here we go. Dog Turd, you're up next. You can stay on the Zoom call. We'll put you on the screen, but thank you for the interview. I love you, brothers.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Dang, man. Y'all asked me to fill in for Tibor. I thought,
I don't know what we'd do without you.
sure, I'll go play some music. Tibor asked me to read a letter. I thought, sure, I'll read Tibor's letter. Should have known better.
Blake says, oh, my mic's off. Thank God. All right, this just in. I know you're listening, Big City Rob, but Blake says Big City Rob could suck my nut. You heard it here. All right, go ahead. What do you got for us, Mr. Dog Turd?
I don't even know. I got to remember my songs.
Well, I can't write songs in cowboy boots, but I wear them anyway. I like their heel and I like their looks, and I ain't written anything. In half a year and as many months, I stay up all damn night, and
My songbook's dry, but I'm usually high. And Lord, but I look alright. And I'm singing clearer, and I'm seeing clearer, but I just can't hold on now. And my girlfriend says I've got a gift, but usually I'm all that's wasted. And lightning strikes, but I completely forget on an almost weekly basis. And on and on and on and on, man, onanism sure gets old. By the by, I'll keep getting high and paying what I owe, which is nothing for nothing, yeah, nothing for nothing, yeah, nothing for nothing, yeah, nothing for nothing now. That was just the one I could remember. Let me find the others. I gotta like dig back.
Blake would love to hear Shoot Me Up. But
Oh, man, I'd have to remember to play that one.
Don't
That's
worry
even
about it.
his
That's-
song.
that's a Trout Mouse song.
Yeah.
But that's something we should, if you want to do like a quick live stream later, maybe if we have time, we can pull that off. Anyways,
Yeah,
without
we
further
do.
ado, let me
Yeah.
stop interrupting. This is what I do. I interrupt.
No, dude, it's
And I
cool.
drink.
It's cool. Are you supposed to drink when Ivan interrupts?
You're supposed to drink when I say dog turd. Dog turd.
Dog turd. What about when I say dog turd?
Dog turd.
Can I do it and say dog turd as many times as I want?
It's the drinking rules. I'm sorry, but
And I'm
them's the
exempt
rules.
as the performing non-drinker?
You're not exempt. No, it's just the rules.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You take 3 drinks.
Poor Corey Lynn, she went with it. She did a technical error drink every time, and good Lord, she was just as toasty as we were. But
Can't do
by
that.
gosh, she
That
played
was
an
water.
amazing show.
That was
man.
water that I just
She
drank.
played such an incredible show, and we were all moved. She was crying the last 2 songs she did. Brittany and Bill were tearing up, and I was tearing up. It was very, very powerful, man.
I'll have to. This is my last episode? Season 1,
Season-
episode 1?
Season 2, episode 1.
Season
yeah.
2, episode 1?
Yes, sir.
You gotta send me the link.
I
Send me
will.
that link.
Go ahead. We want to. I know Cody Henry said we can go on, but I'm trying to keep this episode within an hour and
Let me
15.
find
Let's
the
go ahead.
song in my memory here. Which one? We got Crapalachian Beauty.
You're sounding. Oh,
Great
definitely
State.
play Crapalachian Beauty, man. You're sounding so great, man. I love your music, and I love you, buddy.
Sing an ode to the tire pyre. Pour the gasoline, light the fire. Midnight caller, souped up truck, moonlit holler, don't give a fuck. Rattlesnake under the front steps, copperhead in the John.
grandma's got a house guest door, but they won't be long. AMC Eagle on a 14-inch lift, pre-adolescent method, watching Tokyo drift, backyard boneyard for white-tailed deer. You can holler all you want, ain't nobody gonna hear. She's the true Appalachian beauty, the meth mouth cutie, and he's an eyesore for sore eyes with magic tree trunk thighs. Somewhere between the Ohio and the Shenandoah hides a holler all them midnight callers know, where the whiskey waters run and you can smell the grass that grows. It's a place that I call Appalachian beauty. It's a special kind of heaven. It's a little slice of hell. It's a state of mind called Appalachian beauty. When I was a young man. I screwed up. I gotta find the right. Oh, gotta find the right groove. And by groove, I do mean time signature. When I was a young man, if you'll remember back then, I'd sit on your front porch and just take it all in. to the souped up pickup trucks down by the lane. Well, I come from a county dry till 72. I live in a red state, but we've got hippies here too. And when I think about how things have changed up to now, well, I don't rightly know if I'd rather go or keep sticking around. But if I could say something honest to you, it's that most of us, most of the time, ain't got a fucking clue. And sometimes I guess I'm not okay with the way that things are and the way that things are going to stay. Dobro solo. The solo is when I spend the time remembering the next verse. Just give me a second. I've been thinking a lot about Y chromosomes and how boys and men are kinda like clones of their fathers, uncles, cousins, and brothers. The only thing that sets them apart's what they got from their mothers. In terms of apples and trees, that very same worm that's been eating at me is the one gave them all so much trouble. Between headlights and hard times, nightlife and white lines, the only thing left is the struggle. And if I not okay with the way that things are and the way that things are going to stay. The way that things are and the way that things are going to stay. Thanks for having me, Ivan.
Oh man, I am so grateful that you're here, brother. I love you, man.
Love you too, buddy.
This is such a treat, man. This whole year has been a challenge for everybody, of course, and you've heard this 1,000 times this last year, especially on SDF. We miss our shows, we miss our live performances, but we truly miss our shows. We truly miss our live performances, and it is cathartic for me to have you, someone I love, someone I appreciate very much, and someone whose music I find profound, and someone whose music moves me very much. It is cathartic for me to have you here and have you performing in front of me, and I can feel your sound waves, and I can see you moving.
Yeah,
and
man.
I can talk to you.
Yeah.
And you're right there, and it's really powerful.
For me, the
and I get really
process
emotional.
of going through a show, the emotions that come with playing a show, even if it's like we were talking before this, we play enough shows.
Oh yeah.
In regular life that you get to a point with, I don't know, it's like a drug. There's like a certain, you get to a point where you get kind of a tolerance to certain elements of it.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time for me since I played, so I'm back in the like.
You're getting the heebie-jeebies,
and the whole cycle of that goes with playing.
Can you hear my voice? Yes, yeah, he's getting the heebie-jeebies, everybody.
The whole cycle of doing that, of playing a show. Thanks for inviting me.
I'm
sorry under
grateful
the
you
circumstances that Tibor couldn't be here. But
it's okay.
His loss is mine.
We'll have him here. He's
win.
always welcome. And he's going to be on the show a lot. We shot some pre-recorded sections, so he's going to be. You'll see. He'll be on the show a lot. He's going to be a guest again. He's going to be a musical guest. I love Tibor Troutmouth very much. I really hope Tibor comes on. Yes, people were begging you, Stover,
Who?
Dog Turd, to play on SDF.
Oh, sure.
I hope you
don't know
will.
how
I
to do
told
that.
them you had a really badass
gotta-
3D camera.
You got to help me. I do actually, but my
right,
my internet connection has to bounce off of space.
Yeah,
out in the
that's a
boondocks
big
where we
place,
live.
That's space.
Yeah, it's amazing that they can do that.
Let me know if you want some questions. If you want questions, I'll ask them. But if you have questions, I'll also answer them. So I'd love to help you set that stuff up. I know you have the technology to do it. These people really want to hear you.
I noticed the link. So that album Duty Doodles is I guess technically my first full-length album, but
what would you rather me
no,
lead?
that's great, but it doesn't sound probably at all like what I'm playing here. It's sort of
except for Crapalachian Beauty and White Male Privilege.
Yeah, that's true. There are a couple of sort of guitar-oriented songs, but that's sort of like a production sketch pad, the Duty Doodles stuff. There's a demo on the Bandcamp. I think it's on, might be even on Spotify. I'm not quite sure what's. I think the only thing on Spotify is probably that album. There is a demo that is more of this music. On
your Bandcamp is very limited.
It is, or at least it's on the dogturd.com is my web page. So all spelled out dogturd.com.
Okay, I'll link that up.
And then .com.
www.dogturd.com. That's a very.
It's spelled out .com. It's dogturd DOTCOM.
www.dogturd.
No, DOTCOM.
That is a terrible website name.
It's a beautiful website name.
Okay.
No, there's no dot. There's no dot there. It's just dogturd spelled.
Jesus Christ.
It was a joke. So there's
All right, there it is. I'm gonna pin this, and Stover wants you to. There it is. Oh, look at that. All right, Stover, we have to move on to get to the Cody Henry show. So I have to finish this show off. Let me make sure we checked everything off on the checklist. Oh my God, no one. It's me. Here we are. It's me. Okay, we did the 3 dog turd songs. We ended the show. We have to do patrons and sponsors shout out. So I'm gonna go to the patrons and sponsor shout out, Cam, and then we got to talk about Cody Henry. The Cody Henry show is on next, and then Jake Allen's Empire, the end of an empire. So let's go to the patrons and sponsors. This has been Dog Turd. Would you like to say any last words? Not before you leave this earth, but before you leave this show. Wow, I'm graced. I'm graced. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Hey, thank you for being patrons and sponsors. I appreciate every single one of you. Here we go with the music. I want to thank Emily Jane Roberts, Anu or Anita, Kiran, Anu, Casey Valadi, my brother-in-law, with a beautiful, beautiful baby named Rhodes, who I will love forever. I'm a first-time uncle. Austin Wright, who gave us all this cool equipment, who gave us really cool stuff in this studio, including all these TVs, including an oscilloscope, which I will show off very soon. I appreciate you very much, Austin. Jake Allen of SDF has been a contributor these last 2 weeks. Fred Bowman has been a contributor consistently. And Kate Cloran. You have been so wonderful. Thank you for keeping this show on the air. Because of your funds, we can pay for our beefy internet. We can pay for multi-streaming services. We can pay for electricity at this house because we use a lot in this studio. And if you look around, you'll see lots of lights on. You can read through the past patrons. If you want a shout out in the current episode, please donate within the 2-week span. If you would like to donate to Empire of Excellence and receive something in return, then let me figure out how to switch this stuff. It's the world's best show, by the way. You can go to our social medias. Doopy-doopy-doopy-doopy-doo. Check it out. You can go on here. You can watch Empire of Excellence on YouTube. You can watch it on Twitch or well, you can't watch it on Instagram, but hey, check out what we're doing on Instagram. But if you would like to contribute and get buttons, go to Venmo, Ivan-Christo, PayPal, IvanCChristo, gmail.com. Enough of this heebie-jeebie, wibbly-squabbly talking about my all this crap here. Let's get to the real nitty-gritty stuff. You want to get some cool stuff? Let's go to the button cam. Buttons! Whoa! Yeah, we got cool buttons. You get a 2-pack of buttons. Last time I told you they were $10. No one bit. So I lowered the price to $5. 2 buttons for $5. Wow! You get these 2 cool buttons for $5 minimum. If you'd like to donate more, that would be super helpful and beneficial to this show. But I will send you 2 buttons. Technical difficulty, drink. Ace and Lex, American Hero, Elite Commandos, drink. Wait, that's not part of the button. Anywho, I'm going to close off with one more thing. Next up, 9:30, as soon as this show's over, Cody Henry show is going on, and then we're going to jump after that. 11 Eastern Standard Time will be Jake Allen's End of an Empire, which me, Nat King Cruel of Crab Action, and Jess Cantley, and Greg Gannon, whose bit you saw tonight, will all be guests tonight. Thank you very much to our guests, Binding Force Development and Dog Turd. Please tip your dog turds tonight. All right, we're going to go to the Cody Henry cam. All right. And we can interact with him if you want. I don't know.
Look at there! It's Empire of Excellence!
Hi, Cody.
What's up, Ivan? What's up,
Cody.
Trevor? What's up, weekly musical guest?
Hey,
Listen.
Dog Turd.
I'm working on my show, so I didn't get to see all of the show tonight. What happened on Empire of Excellence tonight, you guys? Tell me what happened, huh?
We had Dog Turd and we had all sorts of other stuff going on, and then the crab action was being butt.
Okay, that's enough. Listen, like I said, I'm a busy man. My time is limited, and I got my own show coming up here, the Cody Henry Show. It's a real show.
Real show.
Okay, and it happens really, really soon. 9:30 Eastern Space Time, and the theme tonight is
1980s. I'm totally Cody Henry with this voice. 1980s is a theme.
How can we go wrong with a theme like that, right, guys? Hey, I can't wait to see you afterwards, too. We got the End of an Empire starring Jake Allen. It's coming up right after my show, 10:30 Eastern Space Time. So, anyways, I can't wait to see that show either. It's going to be a great night. We got it all here on SDF, everybody.
We got it all on SDF.
See you soon, everybody.